down the corridor behind you. Shebeard, in one of these corners, as you're kind of looking around, in that divot that you were really curious of me, here we go, some plot armor. In that divot, you see this small mannequin head. A very old puppet. Kind of broken apart, face kind of smashed in, just kind of sitting there. Just the head.
Surely just a child's doll.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like an old doll kind of discarded. Play with us!
Okay, but I
friend.
actually note what the guy said last time when I jumped over the 3 foot long thing before. I'd like to bring the guys into the room and Ignacio, Force Kin, please enter. I have something I would like to show you.
I answer. I'm just writing those down.
I kind of sit here. I don't really want to approach. I'm kind of overly cautious about my recent injuries and entering new rooms.
You've
You've disabled the trap entirely, so you won't be able to fall down by accident. So you don't have to worry about accidentally fucking up a jump again. The trap is completely disarmed. It's not open or hanging around.
Okay. I walk over the trap and just move up north.
Yeah.
Just to be up against a wall and an open space. I'm just cautious about.
I'd say you're around this area, by the way, Lady B. Just see the head. It's quite small. Yeah. It's smaller than the head of a human. It's a doll's head.
For life and death situations, I move within 2 walls where I feel like I'm safe.
Easy enough to do.
Yep.
But yeah, outside of this room, it's pretty empty there.
Okay. What do you want, Shebeard? Ladybeard.
And I guess I point to this doll head and be like, this little girl's toy head is very curious.
Is she talking to you?
No.
What is she curious about?
Pretty strange thing to find in a dungeon, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, it's strange, but what's curious about it? What is she? You said she's curious. Is she speaking to you? Should I be concerned?
Well, speaking, no. Concerned, perhaps.
Okay. I'm in severe pain. I'm not too concerned about a doll's head right now.
Okay, then I walk straight up to it.
So he's giving you the chance to be like, don't do it or not. I love it, Coffee. Sorry, I cut you off there, Eddie.
I hold my crossbow at the ready.
Yeah, okay. You come closer to the doll's head. It remains inanimate. You can see that there's maybe something lodged into it, like maybe where you'd control the voice box to it, how puppets have got the stick that
So is
makes
this the head of a doll, or is it?
Yeah, it's just the head of a doll. It's just the head of a doll.
Okay, I pick up the fucking head of the doll and I'm like, "What are you?"
It's the
And roll initiative.
The doll is juicy.
I want to play a little game.
A little tricycle comes out of nowhere. Have you seen my head? That's fucking Jigsaw.
I wonder if this uploads. Maybe not.
How long do you want to live for? First person to sacrifice the most limbs wins.
How do I...
I just start taking my limbs off.
Can we show this to the characters, please? Am I really that bad at showing this out there? Does that actually show you an image?
No, head of doll. Head off doll.
Head off doll. Yeah, great. It's head of doll.
I really want an image that's gonna help me sleep at night. Give me that.
I can do that.
It's a D-headed fucking jigsaw. What happened to our music, by the way? Oh, there we go.
It's because I opened up another Roll20 to
Head
fuck
off
with this.
goal and it might
All right,
cause
so
it.
that it could just be there for now. I really wanted to show you the image, but it's just a creepy-looking doll's head. As you look at it, you said you picked it up, from what I recall. Maybe
Yep.
not.
Picked it up and
yeah.
yelled at it.
Oh, look, there it is.
What are you?
That's what it looks
Who
like.
do you work for?
Oh yeah.
It's a token. I don't want it as a token. I want it as a fucking handout so I can show people. I will figure that out later and get back to you on that one. Sorry, guys. That didn't upload correctly. But that's what it looks like.
Does anything bad happen?
Can I copy it? Nothing bad happens as you pick it up there, Coffee.
Yell at it.
And yell at it. What you do see, though, as you pick it up, is a candle drops out the base of its skull. Like the base of its neck, because it's just the head there. And it clatters to the ground.
The riddle. Oh, I love how you've written all the riddles down and I can refer back to them and have to actually write notes. So,
Yeah, it's pretty helpful,
the
isn't it?
key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red. No. Where are we? Got some. What lives on its own substance but dies as soon as it devours itself? The candle. I guess I announced the
I need
party.
to.
Ha!
During this point in time, I'd like to walk up to Ignacio and be like, I feel like I'm dying. I need a rest.
Yeah, we literally said this.
Like 10 minutes ago,
But-
5 minutes ago.
You,
But
like,
we
that's
are
fine.
charging ahead. We are charging ahead
Yeah,
without.
because you said.
Alright.
Look, we can't. I'm happy to have you rest. Like I want this. So please rest.
Thank you. Alright, you may
Look,
go
look,
ahead.
look. Lady Beard. Foreskin needs to rest.
Aye. It is time.
Thank you.
Take 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh.
Oh
Run
my
away.
god.
Yeah, that's the head of that.
Fucking creepy. And a candle falls out of it as well.
Yep. That's the head.
I relay this information, alas. We thought that the answer to that riddle about the devouring of oneself would be the candle, and alas, a candle has fallen out of the head of this doll. Coincidence? I think not.
I guess at this point, I'd just like to roll. Can we do this around like a little group huddle?
Yeah, he wants to take Foreskin wants to take a short rest.
So
Yeah.
can he do this around? Can
Yeah,
he?
we're all sitting, maybe we can all sit in like a triangle or something.
Yeah.
We'll
With a
take
All
doll
you
in
need
the
to do is
middle?
do nothing to
guys.
with the doll in the middle. Hey, hey, yeah.
Right.
Ja, Cthulhu vertagen.
Yeah, I'm not actually a wizard. I'm a necromancer.
Death for the blood god. Blood for the blood god.
Bite their dick off.
I wish
Smells like
necromancy
heresy.
was so shit.
Yeah, same, man.
Yeah.
Alright. So you can get into preparation. If you two want to do anything or keep watch, that's up to you.
Okay.
Otherwise, Foreskin, you can roll your hit die. You've got 2 of them. You can roll them one at a time to see how it goes. There's nothing about having to roll them. Yep, okay. So you get 3 hit points back there, Mark. So you're not one-shottable now, you know?
Rough.
No, sorry. How does hit dice work?
So you've used 1, you rolled it.
Oh, you get it.
Whatever number you roll
Sorry,
is
what?
how many hit points you get back. And you got 1 more. Once you do a long rest, they replenish.
Oh,
So it's like a
okay.
it's like another resource that you manage. So every time you do a long rest, you regain these hit die back. So short rest is like, okay, quick, do some bandages, take a breather. Holy shit, don't stress out as much. For long rest, it's like, okay, you get your hit points back, you get your spell slots back, you get your hit die back. So it's kind of like a small resource to keep you going throughout encounters and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll take the 4.
Okay, so you're in 4 life total. You can have another short rest and use it again, or you can use another one now. It's up to you.
No, it's okay. Like, the reason why I ignored it previously was because I thought would approach cautiously and not just.
Yeah.
We'll,
Hey, look, you're pretty much on half health, so, you know, you're feeling back to 50%. Feeling pretty good.
9 hit points. Oh,
Cool. You don't see anything, Ignacio, and you're still keeping an eye out and listening. You do hear the same kind of scratching sound, though, as you heard before from the other room, as you took another short rest, or before coming to take the last short rest. Kind of hear that same scratching, dragging sound.
While we're resting, I'd like to communicate to the team that as badass as I appear, I am weak as shit. And athletically challenged. What I lose in ability to be physically what's the word I'm looking for? Physically good at things. To use a technical term, I make up for with mental capacity and ability to perceive and assess situations. So please, can we take things a lot slower? Because I do not want to die in a dark, dingy cave without first gambling with a dwarf. Because I'm expecting dwarves.
Well, let's see what happens.
So after recovering from your short rest, here you go, Mark. I'll update your character with your hit points. Again, you can just click on your token. There's the red bar, or like the red click, and you just update it to 4.
Yeah.
So that's how you can keep track of it. Or it's on your character sheet as well, so you either or. Alright. So, what are you doing with the candle and doll's head? I didn't quite catch that.
Chucking him in the bag.
In the bag, boom, done. Alright.
Does it have a hole in its mouth?
No.
Sorry, mate. You can't. Fuck it.
Can't skull fucking.
Right.
Sorry. It's definitely not
Okay,
PG
so
audience kind of stuff.
I would approach this crossroads and
Yeah, you're up to there for detecting for traps. Like,
okay.
if you want to look for more, you can give me one more. If you're going
Which
south.
way would you... Does anyone... Which way... Can I do the old Gandalf? Which way smells less foul?
Take the eagles.
It's a hard one, investigation or perception. Perception. I'll tell you which way smells with perception.
Okay.
Joke's on you, they both smell. Which way smells less foul? The south side.
Smells less foul? Alright, north
Sure.
it is. Let's go.
Yeah. At this point in time, I'd like to come to here and do a perception check on standing like I am right now. Does the screeching come from the left ear or does the screeching come from the right ear?
You can give me a perception check as well. It's like the scratching, the dragging,
the
scratching. Yeah.
So like, yeah.
It's hard to
I just
place
want to know
exactly what it is.
if I go like this, can I hear it? Or if I go like this, can I hear it?
Yeah. You can hear it coming from the right.
The right ear.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So we've got scratching one way and disgusting smell the other way.
At this point in time, I would not like to
This-
divulge this information to Lady Beard.
But you will give it
Okay.
to Ignacio.
Where's Ignacio?
He's like behind you. He's always on the edge of the light source, is what I assume.
I just like to, from receiving this information, be like,
And the reason why I assume that, Eddie, is
Ignacio?
because at the start you're like, I'm going to hang back at the edge of the light. So if that changes, let me
Yeah.
know. Or if you want to be somewhere else, let
Yeah.
me know, because you're not updating it
Yeah, no
all the time
worries.
like everyone else. Cool.
I'd like
I
to
thought
turn
that's
to
my-
Ignacio and be like, Ignacio, taking a listen to the screeching, I hear it coming from the south. how do we approach Lady B with this? In like slowing the fuck down and like taking a logical approach.
Suddenly all logical, are we?
Yeah.
Where was
Taking a boulder to the
was
back
this
definitely
street?
does that.
Come on, mate. All the fucking.
Literally
touching
last
Come
week.
face to face with a boulder, and he's all
He's
yeah.
seen his death. He's seen the afterlife. It's not pretty.
Last week, I was happy to kill children, and this week you're like, nah, let's just fuck everything off. Why? Where's this logical to illogical approach coming from?
Yeah. Ignacio says, I agree. This place gives me the creeps. We should be as cautious as possible. I mean, Lady Beard, I feel, has been, cautiously checking on shit or trying to, like...
It's pretty cautious with traps, yes.
But
Very cautious, checking everything out. 100%.
After
He
the
did
death.
just...
Slow down the pace though. Like.
Didn't you roll a D100 to make sure it shouldn't die and get poisoned?
Yeah, it's... But I feel like that was a
That's what
misunderstanding.
R&D's all about, mate.
No.
Being
guess-
alive when you're dead.
I guess on that information, they'll be like, "Hey, Lady Beard, the volume of the greetings coming from fucking south. Why are we going northeast or southeast?
Well,
yeah, why are we going northeast?
I just smelled a foul smell, so I assumed that evil was coming from the north.
Okay, I agree. Let's run away from it. Let's run away from the scary smell. Follow
It's a smell.
Shit.
Okay. Well, do you?
The smell
as
is
we
up
are in
north.
a
It smells
As we are in a
north and it
democracy.
sounds south. So you got bad
Which way
smell
would
up north and creepy sounds down south. What lesser of two evils would you like to take? Smell north, sound south. Pungent smell up north, creepy, dragging, scratching sounds down south. What evil would you like
I mean,
to take?
We're gonna face both of them, right? It's a coin flip. We're going north. Let's just go fucking north.
Alright, I say north too.
Excuse me, I could have taken a fucking huge river fart, and finally a gust of wind is bringing it down from north to south.
Okay.
we're gonna clear the
I'm
dungeon.
gonna. Okay. Tell me how many investigations in a roll.
Perception. He's constantly checking for traps.
1.
One. Done.
Just give me 1. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You kind of learned by now that most of the doorways are usually trapped, considering the pattern there. By looking at the last 4 traps, you kind of realize this out there.
How was this one trapped? Was it trapped?
It was
What's
not
this
trapped.
squiggle?
Okay.
Alright, so... I'll just fucking do it in blocks, because this is a lot easier. Kaboom.
You get wrecked by a
Kaboom.
squiggly line.
Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. So, you see a room. There's a door on the other side, and there's 2 corridors, one going north, one going south, as you can see to the left or right of you. This squiggle looks like a lightning bolt statue in the middle of the room. It looks like, how you draw a lightning bolt. I've just done a really bad drawing of a lightning bolt, but I swear it's a lightning bolt. It's
Harry Potter fan club.
it's a Harry Potter fan club, and that's even worse. There you go. It looks like that made of stone. In the middle, and it's like, portraying from the ground, and it's almost as big as you there, Shebeard. History. Yeah, it's a lightning bolt. It's old. It's made of stone.
History of people who would make lightning bolt statues.
Who would make
Seems
lightning
very
bolt
strange.
statues? Yeah, it does seem strange. You don't recall
don't
where
know
you may have
anything.
seen one
Yeah.
from. Yeah, it's not magic, is what you would probably ascertain, and your history outside of that's pretty shoddy at best, considering you're a slave, or was a slave. You were
Yeah.
a slave.
Are there any
And there's
Are there
a door on
any,
the other side of the room.
Are there any noticeable signs of flashing lights or blinking things or anything like that around it?
No, it's a
Like,
stone statue.
Whether it be fireflies or just don't touch it. Okay. Can I do a history check on if I recognize the stone statue?
Sure. It's a stone lightning bolt. It's a stone lightning bolt.
Awesome.
It doesn't spark any memories. Lightning bolts are significant in lots of different religions and cultures. Being an outsider, you wouldn't really know exactly what kind of customs these Faerunian creatures would have with lightning bolts. But in your cultures, it's usually ascertained with like power, strength, natural phenomenon, maybe gods because they cast lightning. Yeah, that's probably what you'd get. Magic-wise, there's lightning spells. You don't really sense anything too powerful from it. It kind of got like a flicker of power, like kind of residing somewhere inside of it, but it's like something really faint. It could be just because of the shape itself, because lightning bolts are like that symbol of power and a good conduit, and it could be a conduit for magic. But from what you can tell and see, it looks like a symbol of electricity, maybe, or a symbol of power, because you don't know what electricity is. Well, actually, no, Ravnica has electricity, so you would see it as a symbol of electricity, or a symbol of power is probably why you would equate it to here.
I
Yeah, Ravnica's got electricity.
The lightning bolt to see if there's any anything out of the ordinary, like pressure plates or something that could be manipulated in any way.
Looks pretty solid there.
On the wall.
Looks pretty solid. Like you could try and move it if you wanted, but looking around without touching it, it's a door. Without touching it, you can see no crevices. You can't see any differences in like the structure. It looks pretty solid, and no sneaky holes that you can press, or no pressure plates that you can manipulate, or anything that you can kind of jangle around there.
So it looks quite solid and quite just.
Yeah, it looks quite solid. And
at that point, I push it over and say, "Fuck lightning."
You touch it and you die. No, you touch it. Oh yeah, that's right. You're scared of lightning.
Yeah,
you
I
touch it.
fucking hate lightning, man.
Forgot about that. That's so good. Or did I? You touch it. You try and push it over, but you can give me a strength check here. But as you touch it, it's just like solid.
Can I give him a booster on a strength check?
Yeah, you can have advantage there, Ignacio. On a strength check, just you want to do athletics?
Just straight strength? Yeah. I want to athletically fucking shove this thing.
You know what? I'll allow it. Yeah, do another one because of do another athletics.
Yeah,
15. Yeah, this thing is solid. It's a huge statue. It's about the size of like Shebeard. Good 8 feet tall, and it's pretty much embedded into the ground.
You know how my phone keeps going light at night time?
Yeah,
I take my mask off, revealing my fucking Deadpool-like face, and I spit on it.
It's a raisin. It's a burnt raisin that had sex with a something.
It's Ryan. It's Ryan Reynolds after he was dropped in a deep fryer. Is how Deadpool was described in the comics, which is what alerted Ryan Reynolds to Deadpool in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, so good. So it's crispy. Yeah, and you both see this. So you see this like this deep-fried prune, like burnt flesh of a face, kind of distorted features beneath the mask, as Ignacio is abusing this statue of lightning.
Awesome. At this point in time, I just kind of like to stare at them and be like, this is a source of power, like, it's just, that's life. And kind of like, with the light available to me, I'd like to approach the walls to see if there's any form of symbols. So working with the light available to me and approaching cautiously, I'd like to kind of go from here to here to here to.
Yeah, on the edge of the lights, you don't see. Yeah, on the edge of the light, from what you can see, like Ladybeard's kind of moving around, like this area helping Ignacio and stuff. Moving around on there, you don't really see anything, any markings or anything that kind of stands out. It's just smooth. Yeah, in these kind of areas, it's a lot smoother, and these are a lot more man-made. If you recall before, you saw a lot more like rough, mountainous kind of walls. These are a lot more, artisanally crafted. You got the impression as you've seen like the unnatural steps kind of carved into the walls and the floors and stuff like that. As you've appeared, it looks more like a, for lack of a better word, dungeon as opposed to a cave.
During my checking of the walls, do I notice anything on the ground? In the sense of, do I notice any bones Any
Yeah, there's a
footprints
couple
when walking around?
footprints. No, nothing like that. A couple of bones here and there, and you kind of see like the ground darkened in different areas, I guess.
My only concern was, I know that if it's man-made, imprints are made from not exactly carvings on the wall, but necessarily moving back and forward constantly.
Yeah,
That was
there's been
only-
like think about it as it's dirt, and there's been so many people walking back and forth that the dirt's kind of just become solid.
Okay, so it's all smooth rock apart from the ground is dirt.
Yeah, like really hard dirt.
Really hard.
It's probably
dirt.
what you would get. Like, it could be dust from years and years of unuse or something like that, but it's solid enough and there's no, like, footprint markings.
Okay. Can I do? What am I gonna go? Can I? I don't know.
You
what to
kinda
roll
see, like,
for,
these
but
weird-
just Recognize.
you kinda, like,
can I
you
recognize
see-
the bones on the ground?
They're, like, humanoid size, like, you know, one or two different, like, long bones, maybe an arm or something, a leg, maybe.
It's like
not too
a
sure.
forearm, then a
Yeah,
leg,
like, kind of
I
just
don't know.
all
There's
over the
nothing
place, like, no pile or
perfectly
something.
shaped skeleton. It's just
There's like a single small rat skeleton, jawbone of something, kind of just everywhere. You kind of see these weird black markings on the ground as well.
Yeah. I'll let the boys take it from there. Just kind of, I just would like to say that, like, while you're telling me it, I'd be like, oh, hey guys, like, strange bones kind of laying on the ground. Bit weird. Like, you know, that's a bit strange, isn't it?
Let's investigate. And I promptly go to move north.
Okay. And you die. As you move north, let's
One,
move
two,
you
three,
like.
four.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I like move you there. You see these 4 archaic symbols. Each one of them kind of looks the exact same, and there's kind of like little text under it. Looks like maybe little buttons with strange symbols on each one of them. And I've just labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4 up on the top there for your reference. But you see them kind of evenly spaced out. There's a button on each one with a strange symbol on it.
Okay.
Or strange symbols on all of them. It's hard to tell like what the symbols are from here. But you can see that
let's go
they're-
down.
There's symbols on them. Very similar to the top area, you see the same thing on the bottom area as well. So 4 more things separated out evenly, each with strange symbols, each kind of like a button or a pressure plate in the wall there. Maybe like, you know, a decent size pressure plate, the size of maybe
I
your
would like to
skull or something.
investigate the
an
door,
A5.
please.
It's a heavily double barred iron door.
Can I see any inscriptions or anything on it?
I'll be right back.
There are no inscriptions whatsoever. Oh, yes. A wise choice.
Indeed, a wise choice.
Maklar.
God,
8
death
runes.
and honor.
This feels like a code.
Blood. Done.
Ignacio, any thoughts?
Still pretty mad at lightning.
Dumb.
Really still mad at lightning? Okay.
Okay, so we don't recognize the symbols.
It's hard to tell what the symbols are from here.
Can I inspect the lightning bolt statue?
Sure, like the other guys are pretty. You can see it quite quickly. There's none of the same symbols on it. The statue's pretty bare basic.
Okay, so can
You
I
can go
make
and
note-
look at, like, to help you out. You can go and look at the symbols. I was just saying you're too far away from where you were to actually make
Yeah,
out
can
what
I
the
please-
symbols were.
I want to look at each of the symbols, please.
Yeah, by all means. Okay, so you get there. You get to the first one. Let me have a look at what I wrote down. The first one says open, and it's in the common language.
All right, let's press
Okay.
that one. Floor
Okay.
open.
The floor opens. And you want to press the thing that says open in common?
Hey, sorry, can I
I'm
get
not
a
pressing anything yet.
quick summary? There's six.
There's
six
eight.
doors?
There's
doors?
Eight runes.
Yep.
Yeah, 8 runes. Each has like an inscription on it, and they're just looking at the inscriptions now.
Okay, well, third bottle. Let's go.
Let's
I
go.
like the magic missile. I'd like the magic missile for Chibi then. Let's make mistakes. Nah,
Thank you.
The first one says open. Let's check the second one.
Yeah, what is the second?
if they're archaic. Wait, if they're archaic, can I do a
This means-
history check?
Well,
If they're old.
This one
Okay.
just says open.
Well, archaic just means it's
You
old.
can have a look at them first,
Yeah.
and then you can roll if you want. Like, let me give you information before you just rolls. Like, always allow me to do that for you first.
Yeah.
Um,
Let him do his spiel first.
Oh, sorry. I thought there was just four. I thought there was just eight
I-
archaic tunes. and that was it.
Nah,
Like
there's
runes or
none of
some
that.
shit.
I need to just quickly write something down, because otherwise I'll spoil things if I do it that way. If either of you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
Discording me as well, I can't see the Discord straight open, so just let me know if either of you have messaged me.
Are there any small children around that I can manipulate to go and do my bidding?
Well, you have the head of the doll. That's probably the closest you have to like a child.
Did we take it?
But it's,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
in
Coffee's
the
got
back.
it.
What the fuck did you take it? I missed that. That's
Yeah.
it's awesome. I'd want to keep it, but it's also spooky as hell.
Wow.
Just use it
If it
as a
Okay.
crotch
Look,
piece.
look, if it makes you feel any better, there's no holes to have sex with it. So it's fine.
So the second pressure plate has got words underneath it, inscribed in a language that you can't understand.
Okay.
You may have seen the language before, but it's not a language that any of you readily know.
So just to confirm, a pressure plate is, if this is the ground,
The gnome.
a pressure plate is above
It
here
could be-
where you need to push down. Yes.
Yeah, it's a button essentially, is what a pressure plate
It's on
is.
the ground. No, but
doesn't have
is
to be
a
on the
pressure plate
ground.
on the ground or
It
on
doesn't
the
have to be
wall?
on the ground. It could be on the wall.
Giant.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is a pressure plate on the ground or on the wall?
They're all on the wall. All of these are on the wall, with the inscriptions kind of just underneath it. History check. Yeah, you know it's Elvish there, Eddie.
I know it's Elvish. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So you know it's Elvish. You don't know what it says in Elvish, but you know it's Elvish.
So,
It would have been great if you guys had some diversity, except for all picking Abyssal and Infernal. But, you know.
I'm like Hagrid.
Do we all pick a bit of Infernal?
Literally everyone's got Abyssal, Common, Infernal, and then there's just some slight variance between the three of you. Where one of you's
Mine
got
was
giant-
based off what the other
Campaign setting
dwarf
was
would
like,
have
yeah.
taught me. Yeah. So I
Okay.
like tried to not meta it.
Yeah, so
So-
Eddie, you know that the second pressure plate has got Elvish writing on it. You don't know what it says, though.
to confirm, from my distance, is every pressure plate on the wall?
Yeah,
Like,
they're all on the wall.
and on the ground.
All on the wall.
Okay.
All got inscriptions
And-
underneath it.
I'd like to ask Ladybeard, because I was away. Apparently, word on the street is that there were there pressure points for 5 to 8,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yes.
and they're all on the wall.
Read what they are in.
No, but were they all on the wall?
Yes.
Yeah, all on the wall. All the
Yeah.
same.
Okay.
So I'd like to communicate to them, being like, if we fuck this up, it seems like it's strictly coordinated as opposed to pushing them down. Don't fuck it up.
What does 3 say?
What else did he say?
Oh god, I didn't write down who did what language. I'm fairly certain I know who it is. And I'm fairly certain it's
Abyssal,
Ignacio.
Giant,
Yeah,
Infernal.
Ignacio, it's in Dwarvish and it says open.
This one says open in Dwarvish, and that one's Elven. So I assume that
That also
it
just-
says open in Elvish, but that's just an assumption.
Let's see.
What about 4?
In 4... Oh, you all can read this. It says close in Infernal.
Ooh.
I'd like to.
All of you can
excitedly
read
say, I know
this,
that.
number 4. You can all read number 1, and you can all read number 4. With Ignacio, you're the only one that could read number 3, and none of you can read number 2.
Oh, I think I've cracked it. 4 of them will say open,
Open.
4 will say close, and
Yeah.
you get the 4 that say open. And
Yeah.
close.
All right, let's hope we can work out the others.
5. Let's all
Let's-
walk
let's-
down to 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I assume you're following as well, Foreskin?
He sits
Because
all
they've
over.
gone down to 5. They've gone south. And because they've moved the light source, I'm just assuming you follow them. But, you know, you can do whatever you want. It's just dark in
Sit on
the
the edge.
shadows. Sit on the edge, okay.
Like shadow puppets.
Yeah, but you
I
might-
Can't
just
do
can't like prestidigitation, like play up against gambling dice. Just playing with gambling, my own made up gambling dice.
Shebeard, you know that this says open in giant.
Oi.
Did you tell me that?
It says open in giant.
Oh, do you want to go out? Here you go.
I couldn't the other ones. Anyway, okay.
Here you go.
Oh, hang on. I think my phone is dead.
No. Yeah, you're gone.
I'm going off Zoom. My Zoom is fucked itself.
Zoomy gone.
It's 20 minutes.
Zoom.
Yeah.
You
Fuck,
don't
my
understand the
phone
right. Actually, no. What was the other one? Yeah, you also see 6 and 7. You don't understand. They're in the language you don't know about.
Do we recognize the alphabet?
You can give me a history check.
Is it the dwarven or the? I can't remember.
No, you don't. You wouldn't know the dwarvish. You wouldn't know the alphabets for these.
All right.
You can roll a collective history check for the 2 of them. Oh god, now it's going to be scuffed cameras. Oh my god, super scuffed cameras now for you 2.
I rolled a 12.
Everyone give me a
Charge.
history check there. Yeah, it's hard to make out there, Mark.
What about?
Yes,
what about
but really,
8
really
then?
hard. It's like really small. 8, you know, is infernal, abyssal, and it says close.
That's
I
Maverick.
think everyone says abyssal.
I don't have abyssal. I have infernal,
Oh, okay.
common, and dwarven.
But
no.
Well, coffee, you would know that it says close in abyssal.
Well, that's
Oh,
Is
that's
that-
right. I don't have infernal. I have abyssal.
Okay.
wait. Sorry. There's too much talk going on.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat what you just said, Josh?
Well, if you're hanging around in the background, I don't know if these guys are telling you or not. So, for you, Foreskin, you can barely see the writing from where you are.
6 and 7.
Yeah, barely.
Ah.
Like it's like think about it. He's here, and you can see them all, but you wouldn't be able to read it. It's like
Okay.
you know how you go to the optometrist and you try and read things on the wall. Yeah, it's really
I got
far away.
20/20 vision, motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay,
Can
so
you read
5 and 6 you can't
handwriting
read?
that is like 35 feet away from you? Like, you know, words that are like maybe that big. You've kind of figured out it says either open or
I'm looking at
closed.
20 feet, partially drunk, and you're probably making a good point.
Yeah, there you go.
Shebi,
You have to get a little bit
what
closer.
history check to see if you recognize 6 and 7's alphabet?
I just kind of want to move forward then. Move forward anyhow.
Okay, history.
Yeah, from there you'd be able to see it, Mark.
History check.
Yeah, from your coffee, we're trying to understand in what language.
It's a fucking netty.
Yeah, sweet. You understand one of the languages. One of the languages is Halfling, and that's number 6. You
Okay.
still don't know what number 7's language is.
Okay, so no, what about number 8?
Number 8 is Abyssal, and it says close.
So abyssal. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna need to write some shit down here.
This is what I got.
Okay, have you got this written down?
Yeah. 1 is open. 2 is 1 is open in common.
Yep.
2 is Elvish, but we can't read it. 3 says open. 4 in Dwarvish. 4 says close in Infernal.
Okay.
5 says so we've got 3 of the opens
Yeah.
and 2 of the closes, so we know it's not 4 and 8. But we'd be taking a pot shot between 6, 7, and 2. Whether is there any rhyme or reason to the pattern?
Probably not.
So what have we got? 1,
No,
3.
What do you mean?
5.
Probably not.
I think
Yeah.
7. Go 1, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah, all the that is. hold on. Foreskin. This is what we know, and I lay it out to him. What do you think we should do?
Just for someone who's partially hammered, can you go through 1 to 8?
Yeah. It's
They're
basically,
they're printed out.
we know that 3 of them say open, which is
No, which
1,
ones?
1,
Yep.
3, and
It's in
5.
chat.
1,
we
3, and
don't-
5.
And we know that 8 and 4 say close.
1, 3, 5 equals.
It's
open.
literally in chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not-
And... Oh yeah,
and-
2
2
And
is
you
in
already typed it
Elvish,
out, it's in
but we
real
don't
time.
know what it says.
2 equals Elvish. Yep. And
4 and 8 we know say close.
4 and 8 equals close.
But 6 and 7 we don't know what they say. So 2, 6, and 7 a question mark.
6 and 7 equals question mark. Well, that's easy.
So yeah, we'd have to guess what one of them
I
is
think it's
open.
7 because
Yeah.
it's
Odd.
numbers.
That's odd and even.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
open, close, open, close, open, close.
Well, let's press the buttons.
Actually, give me a hot moment. In order to not make sure you'll fucking die.
That's
you will
awesome,
wanna
Josh.
set-
I'll cast Prestidigitation.
The life.
Yeah,
Giving spell.
Fucking again if it doesn't. Actually, means control so that's 15 feet and acting some single task. Alright, cool, awesome. I would like to turn to the crew and be like, hey guys, look, I think you're taking a very logical approach to this, and I madly respect that. In order to save ourselves, I have a spell called Unseen Servant. This can basically press the buttons for us.
Oh, it's pretty
Let's-
self-explanatory, right?
Let's save ourselves.
So should we
Okay.
step outside this room?
Yeah.
Yep. So I've got to stay with the main prerogative is Sheebit, can you pass the torch off to me, please?
How close do you have to be to the unseen servant? Ignacio
Oh,
asks.
we can all just stay within. If you're going to be there, all for one for all.
No, it's not that. It's I'm gonna have a quick gander. You can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet
60
and
feet.
interact with an object.
Has to be
15
within
feet.
60 feet.
So
It
I
needs to
think
be within 60 feet, Mark. For the like every time you give it a command, it has to be within 60 feet. If you
oh,
command
okay,
the
so
servant to perform the task that would move it more than 60 feet away from you, the spell ends. So as long as the servant remains 60 feet away,
4, 5, 6,
which it will by default, it's not going to do it if it
9,
like
10.
walk away. But if you command it
Okay,
to go
sorry.
do something else,
'cause
Yeah,
I
so as long as you stay,
You'd be able to control it from outside.
Okay, sorry. No, because
Right.
I saw a range of 60 feet, but I also saw you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object.
if it moves 60 feet outside of your area, the spell ends. So
Okay,
here's 60 feet.
My only question was because it says you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet.
Yeah,
and
that's
interact-
probably in with one action. You
Yeah.
can do that.
Oh,
So it's a
okay.
combat.
So during
combat
combat,
stuff.
that's the only you could make it move 15 feet and do one thing.
Oh,
So it's
okay,
45 feet from the center of this room.
Cool. Okay,
I'll put it
cool.
that way. But if you care about pressing number 1, there's 40, 50, 60.
Well,
so
no,
you can
I'll
stand where
objectively-
Ignacio is. If you stand where Ignacio is, that's 60 feet. No, it's not. Is it circle? I guess it is circle because I don't care about
I
corners.
digress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay,
a circle
so-
from himself.
So
This
it's
is
like
some
from here.
high shit going on.
There you go. If you
You
stand
can
where my
be-
marker is, the pink one, you'll be able to get it.
Yeah. So let's just
Okay.
stand in the doorway so
Okay.
we can at least see the door.
Okay, cool.
You wouldn't
Alright.
because of the light, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to
well,
see the
why
door,
don't
you got to stand here.
Well, I'll just stay. Hang on, fuck. I need to select my character again. I'll just stay
Okay.
here so we can still see the door because I'm. tank.
That's scarily close to a lightning bolt for Ignacio.
No, that's
Yeah,
I actually appreciate that. No, I look at that as respect and like, you know what, you're happy to
You
tank.
can see what
maybe
comes through
one
the door.
shot. You're happy to tank one shot for me, so I kind of look at Sheeby and be like, you know, maybe I can trust this person. I mean, like, even though you basically crippled and almost killed me,
You did
thank
have
you for that. Thank you for that.
Ignatius says you'll keep an eye out for danger.
Yeah. And if Sheepbeard relays that to me, I'll be like, fuck you. But I'll take it as meta talk and be like, thank you for standing at the front. You're a top bloke, and maybe I misjudged you. And I guess at this point, I will be casting Unseen Servant. Fucking, I'm an idiot.
Can you bang your Unseen Servant?
Alright, so burn a spell slot so we know that you have less.
Yeah.
How you do that, Mark, is you go to your spells in the actual spell part. It'll have slots
A red
total,
dot?
slots remaining. No, red dot means it's memorized. So slots remaining should be 3. Like you got slots total, you got 3 spells available. You cast no other spells except for, yep. You go to spells.
Yep.
Go to spell tab. Yep. How it says, you got cantrips, then you got wine, you got all your spells there. You have slots total, which means you can cast 3 spells. Slots remaining says you've got 3 spells remaining. Just go make that slots remaining 2 because you've cast Unseen Servant. It sucks that it doesn't automatically update because that's such a simple API request to update that fucking part right there. You know, click spell, send it to chat, update that number. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So you can cast 2 more spells before a long rest. Again, long rest is the whole big thing.
I think because
So-
it's a manual thing in the actual game of D&D that they're probably trying to keep it a manual thing in
I don't
Roll20.
know why, because this is a automated game.
It's just,
but-
yeah, it's supposed to stupid proof everything. Come on, game.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so you summon your servant. Everyone in their position that they're happy with.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rolled a 20 feet looking up for danger.
Okay.
And definitely
rolled-
not just being really afraid of getting
Um,
struck by lightning.
Okay. I would like to, after summoning it, some like creepy fucking one of these ones pops up because Unseen Servant isn't hot. And I turn to the board and be like, we've got 1 hour to confirm. We are,
3
looking,
possible combinations.
we are looking at odds are open, evens are closed. Are we going odd, even, odd, even?
No, just go odd, 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 odd. We want to
And-
hit 1357 because that will be the code to open the door.
Do you want to take a bet that that it won't be 7? Ignacio asked Foreskin.
What are you offering? To stipulate to Wowlander,
Mm-hmm.
I'm being quick on this.
Just 10 copper.
No, that's
Oh.
not good enough.
Don't worry then, he says.
Would you be interested in?
So you're doing a
I
solid.
will offer 1 spell at any target you want. 1 of my spell slots for any target you want. If you're correct. If you're wrong, you have to side with me, regardless of any contract breaking. You have to agree with me on that.
No.
Is there
If it's not 10 copper, I'm not interested.
not even for a counter offer?
Look, I just was trying to indulge you because I know you like gambling, but I don't like taking unnecessary risks if I don't have to. 10 copper isn't a big risk.
At this point, I just throw 10 copper at him and be like, fair enough.
But you are a compulsive gambler, are you not?
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why I
Yeah.
say it's open for a counter offer. So I just throw 10 copper and be like, thanks for tickling my fancy.
All right.
And like,
So is this a
move-
bet or not? I ask.
I
there's no
think that-
bet. There's no bet. It's just you don't want to. Like, I'm open, you're not open for a counter offer, and you indulge me in my offer, but you're a friend of mine, so like I always
I
side
am
my friends.
concerned.
So I throw 10 copper at you and be like, thanks for that, and like I go from 2.5 inches to like 2 and like 2/3 inches.
That's
And
less.
then-
Oh, that's just a bit more. Sorry, I thought you said 1/3. I was like, that
Mhm.
is.
Yeah, he's mini. Yeah. Okay. At this point in time, I confirm. We're going 1, 3, 5, 7,
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8.
No, you're just going 1, 3, 5, 7.
1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. I guess. Do I have vision, Josh, as an unseen servant to press these
No.
buttons?
You can give it a
Okay.
command. Go press buttons. Like you can give the command like you would tell me. Like I want to press buttons 1, 3, 5, 7, and the servant will go do that. It's not dumb. It's just not strong.
Okay. Well, I give it the command to
How
press.
you interpret is pretty much how your servant will interpret. It's like a mental link for it. You can't see through its eyes though.
Yeah. But the problem is though, like, if it's dark, I can't see dark shit. I can't see that. Like, I know where something is, but it doesn't mean I'm
Good
gonna
point.
get there.
Yeah, good point.
That was the issue. I'm like, you want me to stand at the front and make sure I can see where he's going?
I can walk up here, and then let me know about the servant, and then I can walk down here when he
Okay.
gets to these ones. And then
Okay.
I can come back. Okay.
So the servant stumbles across past
Yeah,
Shearbeard and
it performs simple tasks that a human servant could do. So a human servant needs eyesight on it. So it needs to be able to see the pressure plate to actually press.
So I will light the way. For the
Okay, alright, I just kind of
You could give it the torch.
Nah, it's too big a risk. I just kind of stumble past and give Shearbeard the old. You look nice in a dress.
Thanks. sweetie.
Unbrokenly, and then just press 1. And
Press
then
1.
I guess.
Or the servant
I guess-
presses 1.
Yeah, servant presses 1.
Nothing happens. Like it goes inwards, you hear a click, and nothing else happens.
Yeah, just press 3.
You push it, the
And-
servant pushes it in, it goes click, and nothing else
Yeah.
happens.
And then just slowly start stumbling down there, being like,
Brains.
brains, and press 5.
Click. You hear this rumbling as the door opens.
Oh,
Awesome.
that 7 was just death.
The statue,
There were
And
three.
then,
There were 3 murder buttons. We just didn't read.
the
and then,
statue in
um,
the center starts to crumble, and you see a mannequin's torso. In the background, you hear this rumbling, and it
Then
starts to get louder.
I just
and
kind
louder.
of stumbled across and pressed 7 as well.
What? No!
I pick up the torso because I want the doll to be
Oh, it's
hot.
not playing. How rude. Oh, why isn't this playing? I was gonna.
Why is Thunderstruck playing?
Can you?
Because you're about. Because do you know why
back
it's
in
not
black,
playing?
right?
Because he kind of just presses 7 because he thought it was 1, 3, 5, 7, and presses
It's
7.
not gonna work. Does it have to be?
Why would you do
MP4?
that? It already opened.
I was
Well, okay, so
concentrating
what
on
you
my
do-
fucking zombie.
You hear AC/DC playing. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na. Da-na-na. Da-na-da-da-da-da-da. Back in black. I hit the sack. It's been too long. I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm loose from the noose that kept me hanging around. I've been looking at the sky and it's getting me high. I'll get the hess because I never die. And in the center where the Thunderbolt was, you see this mannequin start dancing.
Can I go
Hey, I think it's
head
playing
for a
now.
second?
Yeah, there we go. I think it's playing. I don't know where it's playing from though. I
Playing
don't know if you
well,
guys can hear it, but it's playing for me. Yeah, there we go. So you can hear fucking AC/DC's Back in Black playing as this mannequin starts dancing in the center of it. And we're gonna end the session there, folks.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. Oh, fuck. This is the latest I've stayed up for fucking years, mate.
Yes, man. Cool. So thank you
Yeah.
all for joining. Cameras got scuffed. Twitch got scuffed twice. It was very fun. The door is now open, and you've got this mannequin body in the middle of this room. And as music is playing from somewhere, kind of muffled from the backpack of Shebeard. Hey, 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 'cause I'm back in black. 'Cause I'm back in black. And the mannequin's like dancing along with an air guitar. Or an air loop.
But does the head I have look like it fits the body?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh fuck yeah, it's happening.
All right, so we're gonna end it there. We'll determine what session is next, I guess, throughout the week, but it'll probably be in a week's time. This is the rotation where all of my weekend is actually on the weekend now, so it works out quite well for everyone, I think. So thanks you all for joining. Hope you guys had a good session. We will continue it next week then, it would seem. But for now, until next week, exactly. For now, have a nice night.
Are you ending the stream?
Yep.